One love, one love. Shout out to Bob Marley. One love to all the beautiful deep divers out there. I can see you, and you. If you woke up today and you started to raise the frequency, the cat down the road is proud of you. What am I doing right now, deep divers? I'm raising the vibration, sending you all tons of good ass energy. Take that, take that, take that. So deep divers, look, I woke up today with this massive epiphany. And I said, I am increasingly being liberated from this tacky carnival funhouse, ridiculous cheap set B movie, this fake persona placed upon me. Only love matters. And it felt good. Oh, it felt good, deep divers. I'm here to remind you, there is nothing to be afraid of. Everything you see happening is happening for a reason. To wake you up. Oh, it's a big wake-up call right now for everybody on the planet. Things are starting to look a little bit strange, aren't they? Most people can't see what's coming. I did warn you. Oh, I did warn you. 2015, 2016, even in 2012. About everything that's happening right now. We got a whole lot to talk about, deep divers. Peace. Infinite waters, diving deep once again. Beautiful deep divers, we are out here in the heart of nature, baby. Breathe with me. Can we do better than that, please? Woo! Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Most people can't see what's coming. I did warn you. Not just me, other deep divers out there, other chosen ones, other light workers. We warned you that things are about to get crazy. It's about to get real on the planet. I did warn you that they are going to create tremendous problems for humanity. The inorganic ones, their time is up. This is why it's happening like it's happening. Their expiry date has come about. And they know they got to bring the rest of humanity down with them. There is a force on this planet that is afraid of human beings. And this is why this force seeks to control, manipulate, and deceive human beings every single second. When you are not in your power, they are powerful. When you are in your power, you know who you are, you're not afraid, they cease to exist. And this is why I'm always protected. I've been sharing, doing a little samba, baby, day in, day out. I'm still here looking 16. Oh, deep divers, you're far too kind, but it's the truth. Why? Because the universe has my back. Why? Because there are also forces. Some people call them angels, which look out for you when you are in divine alignment with what you are supposed to be doing on the planet. I only came here to give you a message, deep divers. And we ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello there? First and foremost, how you feeling, deep divers? Let me know how you're feeling. I'm feeling pretty grateful. Even in these times of a global pandemic, I'm grateful every single day. I'm not allowing what is happening out there to affect what is going on in here. This is the science of alchemy. Slow motion this side. And I want to remind you to choose to become an alchemist. I'm too blessed to be stressed. Now, check this out, deep divers. Most people can't see what's coming. I did warn you. Did I or did I not? You did, Ralph, exactly. I've been getting you ready for everything that's happening right now on the planet. And that's why chosen ones, deep divers who have been doing the work, we're not stressing out because we already knew this was the final end game. This is it. And love is guiding us every single day. You see, this force, I call them the inorganic ones. They seek to control you because this is the only way they can survive. They are parasites. And the only way to be free is to make sure you reclaim your power back. They can sense your fear. And your fear is their food. Most people can't see what's coming. I did warn you. Many people on the planet have become disconnected, desensitized. And this is all done by design. And that's why I don't blame people who are fast asleep in the Matrix, who can't see what's happening. It's because this is the way the Matrix was set up. And for you to wake up out of this dream spell, it's because your soul is advanced. It's because you are now seeking the truth at all costs. Most people can't see what's coming. Let's talk about it, deep divers. They seek to make your prison smaller. What do I mean by this? What do I mean by this? You see, this earth has been a prison for thousands of years. Even in the Sumerian tablets, they talk about the Anunnaki who used human beings as slaves to mine for gold. They turned the human race into a slave species. And it's always been a prison since then. But the prison is becoming smaller. The metaverse, the metaverse. This is what they want for you, to trap your soul into a virtual reality world. And this is why, even in the midst of a so-called global pandemic, a lot of people are dancing on TikTok thinking everything is sweet. Now, I told you, keep dancing on TikTok. Do your thing, I'm not gonna judge you. But just remind yourself, when your grandchildren look back at this point, they will think that everyone was having so much fun in a global pandemic that there was no global pandemic. This will be erased from history, from his story. Because I told you, the inorganic ones are masters of disguise. So they have created something, but they've given you a distraction. So you aren't even paying attention to everything that's happening and everything that's unfolding and what's coming for your ass. And that's why you got to pay attention. You got to focus. You got to remind yourself that all of these apps are cool, but you have to see you don't want to get sucked into a virtual reality metaverse, because this is the real world. Mother Nature is real. It's alive. Plant your feet. Come outside, deep divers. Do a little samba, baby. But they want everybody to social distance. Everybody to be afraid of other human beings. This is why I remember at the start of this pandemic, I was looking at the faces of school children. They were so distraught. I'm like, what are we doing to the mental health of children? And right now there's something called COVID anxiety syndrome. But you don't hear me though. But not only that, I started to realize that there were self-service machines everywhere, because you can't touch anything right now. Otherwise, you might catch something. So this is all done by design to bring you into the metaverse, the Borg agenda, and you can't even see what's happening. Elon Musk went on the Rogan podcast and he said, "You're already a cyborg." He wasn't kidding. Most people are already cyborgs, but the whole agenda is the human 2.0 to bring you into the Borg, which is the AI, the artificial intelligence. Have you noticed? Nobody's touching anything. Have you noticed? Many people in the Matrix are not connecting with other people. They're too busy on their smartphone. That's why it was developed. That's why it was developed. So you will no longer find other people interesting, but instead you will find your phone more interesting. And what we can do to counteract this is to always say human beings are the creme de la creme. I'm choosing a human being over a phone any day. Slow motion this side. Most people can't see what's coming. I did warn you. They want a world without touch, no feelings. A world without smiles, no meanings. They want a world where you no longer can feel anything. A lot of people can't even feel what's happening. They don't even know they're in the greatest prison ever. But it's not a physical prison. Well, lockdown, yes it is, but it's a mental prison, a prison for your mind. And we have to every single day learn how to move out of the prison of our mind. Don't just believe what they tell you on the news, question. And it's so good to see people questioning, no longer falling for the okie doke, no longer drinking the Kool-Aid. I told you. The inorganic ones are magicians. They always have a trick up their sleeve. Now, I always talk of the inorganic ones, but there are also benevolent forces. Some people say, Ralph, you're an angel incarnate. Yes, I am, deep divers. I'm here to help guide you. So there is also a force that's always helping to lead you to the truth, always helping to remind you you are powerful beyond measure. I'm that force. Other people choose to become that force too. But spiritual warfare is happening. The inorganic ones always need you in a perpetual state of fear. What did I tell you? There will be a new variant. Did I or did I not say that? Yes. Omicron, the new variant. Now, I was listening to the South African doctor who actually discovered it, and she's like, it's very mild symptoms, nothing to be worried about or afraid about. But in the news, they blew it out of proportion, and all of a sudden you are seeing this hysteria happening, this fear happening, countries going into lockdown. It's another reason to impose these draconian 1984 Orwellian restrictions. But this was all done by design from the inorganic ones. Omicron, an anagram, if you rearrange the letters, it comes out as moronic. And I had actually read a meme and it's like, Omicron, rearrange the letters, it comes out as moronic, which is what you are if you fall for this crap again. That made me laugh, deep divers. Look, when you remind yourself, the men in black, a person is smart, but people are dumb, dangerous, panicky animals, and you know it. When the whole crowd runs this way, everyone runs that way. You gotta run the other way, deep divers. Most people can't see what's coming. I did warn you. Now it was only supposed to be 2 weeks to flatten the curve. But this whole thing is going on and on and on. Because I told you, the plan for the inorganic ones is to make sure this never ends. Ray Kurzweil talked of the singularity. And what is a singularity? It is when artificial intelligence becomes smarter than human beings. It supersedes human intellect. This is what they're pushing for. This is what Google are pushing for. And Google is the god in the matrix. This is why Google is censoring information, because they don't want people to think for themselves. Check this out. Demolition Man showed you a glimpse of the future when the AIs fine someone for swearing. And another fine, and another fine. This is what's coming. They are gonna have AI bots walking around. They already have the AI dog. Some police forces around the world have AI dogs, robotic dogs. They want the robotic dogs to replace the real dogs. They want the robotic cats. A robotic cat will never replace the cat down the road. How disrespectful is that? They're trying to replace a synthetic. They are trying to replace a synthetic so-called human being with you. And that's what this is all about. So what can we do with what's coming? Instead of attacking what you hate, start promoting what you love. One of the greatest ways to reclaim your power is not to fight the system, because anything you fight, you give power to. I know Kung Fu, deep divers. I know Kung Fu, right? I'm a black belt. I'll whoop your ass any day. I'm about peace and love, deep divers. Check this out. When you remind yourself, a lot of those martial arts movies, I used to watch them all the time, right? And it's always the calm one that beats everyone up. It's always the loudest one in the room that gets their ass whooped. Well, it's the same thing. The principle of martial arts, the great Bruce Lee, but also the Shaolin masters, right? The Shaolin monks. You learn that as you are calm, there is no other. And this is how you can defeat your opponent, because there is no opponent. It's a battle with yourself, deep diver. Slow motion this side. And I told you that. We are at war not only with outside there. No, the greatest war happening is with ourselves. There is no out there that's controlling us. We have a shadow we're fighting against. And when we integrate it with ourselves, peace is found. So remind yourself, you don't have to fight the system, because anything you fight, you give your power away to. Instead, you have to vibrate higher than the system. So, law of the universe, there's only two emotions. There's love or there's fear. And if we can learn every single day to move into our heart space, to say, I'm not afraid, we can create the new earth. The narrative they've given us will not come into existence. Because once again, perception creates reality. Reality is nothing more than what you focus on consistently. If enough people focus on this ending today, it will end today. So, unite with your fellow brother and sister. Hold that intention for what you want New Earth to become, and so it will become. Very simple. Only love matters. We must always remind ourselves of this every single day. The inorganic ones created a Squid Games. A lot of people are trying to get that piggy bank up there in the top. They're trying to do everything they can. Hey, I need to go to university. I need to study so I can get a job and do this. Everyone's trying to make it. I already made it. A lot of indigenous cultures, deep divers, whereas the West says, hey, you need to find a meaning and a purpose, many indigenous cultures in Africa, they say, you are already alive. You are already living your purpose out by just breathing in that good ass prana, baby. All you have to do is be. Be. A lot of indigenous cultures already knew that we are wealthy beyond measure, but I told you, how they control you in the matrix is to always make you feel inadequate. There's always someone with a faster car, living in a big mansion in Beverly Hills. You're like, oh my gosh, I need to work really hard so I can make lots of money. But this is how they keep you in the Squid Games. It's a distraction from what's really going on. All you have to do is find out who you really are, and now your life becomes magnificent. Now you free yourself from the prison they've created from you. Now you win in life. That's why in every temple in ancient Egypt, it said, know thyself. I know you're enjoying this video, deep divers. Raising the frequency. I'm so relaxed right now. Life is good, deep divers, in the heart of nature. Check this out. The Tower of Babel. Babel, right? The Tower of Babel. The Tower of Babel. Check this out. The Old Testament. Now, I'm not religious, I'm spiritual. Religion is for people who are afraid to go to hell. Spirituality is for people who've been there, done that, got the t-shirt, got the shirt. I got the shirt. Already been to hell, deep divers. Now, the Bible is a collection of stories, but if you read the Dead Sea Scrolls, they talk about events which actually happened. And that's why in the Bible there's a lot of truth mixed with lies. But the Tower of Babel is a story which happened after the Great Flood. People came together and they migrated east to the land of Shinar, Babylonia, and they built this massive tower, and they wanted to reach God. Now, in the Old Testament, God saw this as a blasphemous act, as blasphemy, so he, or she, I have no idea, destroyed the tower. It was a he, because right, God is he, right? He destroyed the tower. And this is where we get the multiplicity of languages, right? This is why human beings cannot understand each other from different countries, okay? That's the origin of different languages. That's a great story. But in every story, there's a lesson to be learned. We are actually in the modern Tower of Babel. Let me explain. You see, 2020, when it first began, 2020 signified 2020 vision, right? 2020 vision. People started to see the illusion for what it was. With the internet, which is a great gift, in its original form, the internet is supposed to empower you with information, signifying the age of Aquarius, the information age. What? Slow motion this side. Let me talk to you. www. I told you, there are no letters. There are only numbers. W is the number 3. 333. We're talking about 9. Numerology, 9 is the number of completion. Walk with me. Listen. You're paying attention? So the internet signified a cycle of completion. Everything comes full circle. It signified us moving into the age of Aquarius, where information, and we're already here, information will wake up humanity. Also, the astrological event we're still in, the Great Conjunction. Jupiter, Saturn conjunct. Jupiter represents love. Listen. Now, people started to wake up. Young people started to wake up. They started to say, wait a minute, we are spiritual beings having a human experience. 7-day vegan challenge. A lot of people started to say, hey, let me eat better. Let me find out who Dr. Sabi is. Let me alkaline my body up. I wake up every single day with a bunch of grapes in my mouth, deep divers. The rest is history. Let me eat a delicious papaya. People for the first time are like, hey, I want to start eating better. I want to start feeling better. I want to start manifesting my dreams. Everyone's excited for 2020. What happens? The inorganic ones say, we got to do something. We got to lower the frequency of the planet. We got to confuse the people. We got to separate the people. It's a modern Tower of Babel. What? Slow motion this side. Do the slow motion if you felt that was a slow motion, deep divers. Do the slow motion. So check this out. This is a modern Tower of Babel because people were starting to come together, and we still are, but even in greater numbers because people were starting to wake up worldwide. And then they had the great split, the great separation between the vaxxed, the unvaxxed. And this great separation is the only way the inorganic ones can control humanity. So what do we have to do as a solution? Unite. Put aside your big fat ego. Hey, nobody got time for that. Remind yourself we're still in this together. We've always been in this together. Everybody bleeds red. How can I be better than you when I'm made from the same stuff as you? Stardust. Listen. Unity is how we win. Separation is how we lose and how the inorganic ones take over the planet. So if you want to turn this thing around, unite with your fellow brother and sister, connect with them, support people who are doing it like Ralph Smart and the cat down the road, and also remind yourself the story can be rewritten at any time. Nothing is set in stone. That's the beauty of life. We can turn this whole thing around and manifest the new earth. I'm already doing it. Come and join me. Now, I told you the 1963 film Omicron, right? Where this alien invades this dead corpse and actually invades his body to attack all of humanity. That's not an accident or a coincidence. So remind yourself to start doing your own research to say, actually, everything they're telling us, they've been telling you in movies, predictive programming. This is part of the joke. And that's why I told you the anagram, Omicron, is moronic, because that's what you are if you fall for this crap. That's the meme that went around. It made me laugh. Now, remind yourself, with everything happening, love is your greatest power. People sometimes say protect Ralph at all costs. I'm already protected. I wouldn't be here this long if I wasn't. The universe is my bodyguard. What? Slow motion this side. Say it again, Ralph. I said the universe is my bodyguard. Say it again, Ralph. I said the universe is my bodyguard. It's got my back. You see, when you are vibrating in love, fear cannot even come into your reality. And they can only control you with fear. We are immortal. Energy can never be destroyed. And this is why you should never be afraid of anything. We are here. It's a never-ending story. We're just going around and around in the cosmos. And that's the beauty of life. So stop being afraid. Stand up for your freedoms. Say, I'm choosing to be human, not a cyborg. Unity gets us through this. Your heart space is where you need to be right now. I love all of you, deep divers. And that's why I'm just saying, feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello there? And yes, big tech are gonna try and censor the truth. But them censoring information is only proof that what you're talking about is the truth. They cannot censor the truth. It's always there. And the good news is that the truth is coming out. We are the power, we always were, and we always will be. But like I told you, don't be the same energy you're fighting against. Vibrate higher. Love is always higher than fear. Deep divers, I'm just... Oh, that was beautiful. Woo! Breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Shout out to all of you who have been getting the wonderful good ass prana shirts at ralphsmart.com/clothes and spreadshirt.com if you're in America. And if you are a sexy ass model, woo! With a whole lot of heart, you want to be an Infinite Waters model? Well, let me know why you have what it takes. Let me know why you have what it takes to be an Infinite Waters model, okay? Go and buy some. Add me on Instagram, Deep Divers, for more daily inspiration. At Ralph Smart, at official Ralph Smart, and Facebook at Ralph Smart, at Infinite Waters, and Snapchat at... It's that good ass prana, baby. Check out the new book, Deep Divers, for more powerful, life-changing information just like this. Feel Alive by Ralph Smart on Amazon, and at ralphsmart.com/the book. They tried to bury us, deep divers, they forgot we were seeds. They tried to drown us, they forgot we were deep divers, deep divers. We are living in great times of change, but what seems like the end is nothing more than a new beginning in disguise. Have your wits about you. Choose love over fear. Choose love over fear. Unite, and you'll have nothing to worry about. I love all of you, deep divers. Peace. Infinite Waters, diving deep once again. Stay well. Stay healthy. Peace. You! Tell me how you're feeling in the comment section below, deep divers. How am I feeling right now? So good to be alive, baby. Peace.